Live from KSAT 12, the News at Noon starts right now.
Will it be demolished or not? That is the question. A hearing being held today is looking into what will happen with the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs. The church, of course, was the scene of a mass shooting that took the lives of 26 church members.
And on the 2nd of this month, a temporary restraining order was issued to the church to put a pause on the demolition because of a lawsuit that was filed in May. That lawsuit, filed by members of the church, alleged the vote made in 2021 was improperly done and victims or victims' families were not allowed to be included because their church membership had been taken away.
KSAT's Erica Hernandez is covering the TRO hearing right now in Floresville. She will join us soon for the very latest there. Hello, and thanks for hanging out with us on the KSAT News at Noon. Patty and I, we've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Before that, early. Show. No, never not. Yes, and of course, we're following obviously all the top stories from this weekend.
Yeah, one of the top stories, the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump.
And that has left many people with questions of what happened, but also what comes next as the Republican National Convention kicks off this week. Our Devin Karp is right here in studio. He's been with us throughout the morning with the very latest. Hello, Devin.
Hi, thanks for having me, guys. This year's RNC was going to have all eyes on it even before Saturday's attempted assassination. Now people are questioning what the convention will look like and how security is going to factor in.
Day one of the Republican National Convention and the planned focus on Trump's economic plan is overshadowed by this weekend's assassination attempt. Trump says he's reworking his convention speech, telling the Washington Examiner the convention is, quote, a chance to bring the country together. I was given that chance. Security at the RNC is top concern. Investigators say the man suspected of trying to assassinate Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania Saturday is Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old who worked at a nursing home. He was a registered Republican and had no known history of mental illness and no criminal history. The FBI says it's confident Crooks acted alone. The Butler County Sheriff telling ABC News that moments before the shooting, a local officer confronted the gunman on the roof, but the shooter quickly turned and aimed his gun at the officer, forcing him to retreat. He's got a gun! The Secret Service is facing major questions as to how the shooter was able to get so close to Trump.
A direct line of sight like that to the former president should not occur.
The same agency is in charge of protecting the RNC. The Secret Service says they've been planning for this event for more than a year.
We're not anticipating any changes to our operational security plans for this event.
One person was killed at Trump's rally. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro identifying him as Corey Comparator, his family posting tributes online. Shapiro says the firefighter died protecting his family.
For the latest updates on the investigation into the shooting, you can head over to KSAT.com. We have plenty of stories right there on our homepage. Coming up later in the half hour, you're going to be hearing my conversation with the Texas who was in the rally on Saturday. RJ and Patty?
All right, thanks, Devin.
All right, taking a look at live cam right now across the city of San Antonio, and we've got a few clouds in the sky. And Sarah, we are getting ready for what's going to be a hot week after we got a little bit of rain last week, but that was nice.
Spoiled, right?
A little spoiled.
It was a mild weekend, guys. We really only saw highs in the 80s, so a lot warmer today because we're looking at completely sunny skies. Take a look at your screen. This is a look outside right now over San Antonio. You can see just a few puffy cumulus clouds. It's 88 degrees, but feels like 93. 88 New Braunfels, feeling like 95. Del Rio, 92, feeling like 100. There's a bit of a breeze out there. We've got some south winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Otherwise, again, it is a toasty afternoon. For the rest of the day, here's what you can expect. 97 for the high, mainly mostly sunny skies. So a lot of sunshine today, and a heat index close to about 100, 102 throughout the day. Now, coming up in the forecast, we're going to be talking about how through Wednesday, we're pretty much going to be hot with no rain, but we do have better rain chances later this week and even potentially into the weekend. Here's the thing, though. It is not as hot as it was last year. Yes, it's hot outside, but you're going to want to see just how hot we were on this day last year coming up in just a bit. RJ.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Well, in your Texas news, 2 men died after a fishing boat crashed with a commercial tanker near Port Aransas. This crash happened early Saturday morning. Coast Guard crews arrived and pulled 3 men out of the water. A man was pronounced dead and 2 were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The body of another man who died in the crash was located just earlier this morning. The names of the 2 men who died have not yet been released, and the cause of this crash is under investigation.
Also happening along the coast right now, around 250,000 people and businesses in Houston are still without power today, 1 week after a barrel tore through that area. Governor Abbott and his team were on hand in Houston yesterday to survey the damage. CenterPoint Energy is under heavy scrutiny for the way they handled this storm before and after it came to landfall. The Public Utility Commission of Texas will be required to investigate why power restoration is taking so long.
Well, if you're in the restaurant business, you know it's been a tough year for many restaurants to recover after the pandemic, and hundreds of local restaurant owners are now coming together right here in San Antonio to overcome those challenges that the industry is still facing. This is all part of the annual Texas Restaurant Show that's put on every year by the Texas Restaurant Association. Over 500 vendors, including food suppliers and local restaurants, are set up in the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. The main goal is networking and sharing ideas. The Vice President of Operations for Fish City Grill says that these events are key for helping those smaller restaurants. The event costs $75 but is free to attend if you're a member of the TRA. The show will be going on at the Convention Center until 4 o'clock this afternoon. All right, coming up next in sports, Copa craziness. Yes, a chaotic scene at the Copa America final before the match between Colombia and Argentina. More on this scene and the latest news coming up.
And important news for parents of young girls. Still to come, what you need to know about the so-called Sephora kids and a warning about the impact it could have on your kid's skin. Beauty and skincare is an obsession for our youngest generation. Girls born after 2010 are ditching toys and their Barbies for facial masks and self-care.
I'd roller and roll on your face. It feels so cold and it feels so good.
Sonoma is doing what a lot of little girls her age are doing right now. It's a trending thing. We were all kids once, remember? The troll dolls and the pogs. For her, it's lotions, rollers, and masks.
We have bullion.
But her mom tells us she's very careful about reading the labels on the product because she has to make sure that they are safe for her skin. We asked local dermatologist Elizabeth Hughes to help us out.
Things to avoid would definitely be retinol. No kid below the age of maybe 18 really needs retinol. No kid needs glycolic acid or lactic acid, with a couple very small medical exceptions.
Parents, make sure you read the labels. Things like retinol are not good for young girls. Dr. Hughes says use this time to talk to girls about empowerment and choices, making good choices, and the power of advertisement. And you can also use this time for some girl bonding time with some natural homemade masks. You can read more about this story on KSAT.com. And of course, she says talk to the dermatologist or a pediatrician if you have questions about this product. And start with homemade facials too. I know you have some natural.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely all the eye cream, little moisturizer. No, it's. I find that fascinating though, because it really is something that obviously when I was growing up, you wouldn't even sort of think about that.
Yeah.
Plus, those products are very expensive too, based on what I've seen. Again,
it started a lot of people talking, and somebody was saying like their niece had a $45 product. I'm like, wow, I have a hard time spending that much.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, not only that, but kind of the day and age where a lot of kids see sort of influencers, and they're easily sort of
be the influencer, you know, instead of being influenced. Let's teach our kids to do that. And I'm sure you have nephews and nieces too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, always got to tell them to be themselves, you know, be themselves out there.
All right, you can be yourself out there in this 88 degrees, beautiful day this Monday. We hope you're enjoying it.
Speaking of skincare, sunscreen. Don't forget the sunscreen.
Gotta have that.
And then RJ, of course, I can tell by your youthful glow. That
he doesn't even wear makeup on him.
No.
I know. I'm so jealous.
Sharing my secrets out here.
But I do remember, you know, doing facials with my mom and stuff, and that was fun.
Some bonding
cucumbers and stuff like that. All right, molds are the only allergen present. They're low, which is good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the aquifer. The aquifer is down 1/10 of a foot over the past 24 hours. It did spend a little bit of time rising there over the weekend. But as we take a look at your forecast, a 30% chance for a few showers and storms by the end of the week. week, so at least we have rain chances in our forecast. I'll tell you the reason why coming up.
Welcome back. It is 12:14. That means we're only about 40 minutes away from some SA Live wackiness.
Yes. Yeah, they are always having some fun there. Yes. The countdown is on a Monday morning. Good to see Jen and Fiona out there. Market Square. How y'all doing?
Happy Monday. Well, yes. Okay, so you may or may not have seen this kind of latest crazy thing that's, viral out there, especially on the TikTok. Okay, ketchup and Kit Kats. Really?
Oh, yes, I have heard
Yes, it's
of
happening. Okay, some people love it, believe it or not. Some people hate it, but you know what? We're gonna try it.
Yeah, Patty,
and
you
by
saw
we,
it?
I mean Jen.
I've seen this.
Make me try it.
I've seen this. I mean, sweet and sweet. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it has some chamoy in there too.
Yeah.
Chamoy? Oh, I think you're onto something, but that's our question today.
yeah.
We want to know, what is that weird food combo that you like? Do you guys have one?
So I put mayo in my hot dogs. And some people are like, that's
I'm not
weird.
a mayo person at all.
Me neither, RJ.
Actually, I do ketchup with eggs. I don't know if other people
that's
do
good.
that.
Yeah, me
ketchup with
too.
eggs. So I don't know how bizarre that is, but that's what sort of made me think about that. I also like over easy eggs, like in between pancakes, and I won't eat it with syrup.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
That's I
That's
know.
different.
Yeah.
That is different.
There you go.
I'm intrigued.
Yes.
I'm intrigued, RJ.
Okay. Yeah.
So are you guys going to try this combo here that you've been with?
I think I pulled the short straw today, so I will be trying it, and
You're
Fiona
very
will be
brave.
supporting me.
Very brave. Very
Yeah,
brave.
maybe she'll try.
Probably try it.
We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. But yes, there's
So
a
weigh
QR
in
code. Yep.
on that question of the day, and we hope to see some of those answers in the show.
All right.
All right, thanks guys. Yeah, weird food combos. Okay.
All right,
so I think
that means Sarah has some
seems
too.
like
I
she has
got one.
Okay.
Now this one, it's weird, but I do know people that do it, and I like it. Peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Oh, that
Okay,
takes
with
the price.
a little
Peanut
bit
butter
of
and
extra
pickles.
sweetness. Look, I just got, those are good from our director, Jamie, in my ear. So
Okay.
peanut butter and pickles, think about it. People like peanut butter and bacon, and that's salty and sweet.
Okay.
Peanut butter and pickle, it's the same, just a little bit of vinegary taste.
Will you make some sandwiches for us and we'll try them?
I will. And if you
New
wanna
segment on the
really-
noon. Try
if you
weird
wanna
stuff.
really make it good, you do peanut butter, pickle, and banana sandwich.
Okay, I've
Oh
done
my
peanut butter and
gosh.
banana.
She
I don't
just
know about
keeps
pickles
taking
though.
it to
Yeah.
the next level.
Just throwing stuff.
Listen,
left
I
and
know
right in
I'm
there.
not alone out there. If you guys want to email me for some verification that I'm
Yep.
not alone, it's sspivey@ksat.com.
taste
Okay?
test.
Peanut butter
gonna do
pickle
some taste
sandwich.
test.
Talk to me about it. They are a thing, I promise. Or shout me out on Instagram, whatever you want to do. Okay. Here's the thing though. RJ, Patty, it is the 15th of July. This time last year, our high was 104. We were in the middle of a triple-digit heat streak
That would not
of
end.
15 days in a row of 100-degree weather. Today, the forecast high, it's hotter than yesterday for sure. Our forecast high is 97, but I don't know about you, but I'd take the 97 over the 104 any day. So much hotter last year than it has been. Take a look outside with visible satellites. So the reason why we were able to enjoy temperatures in the 80s over the weekend was because we had significant cloud cover. But as you can see outside right now, it's mostly sunny, just a few puffy cumulus clouds here and there around San Antonio. And even though it's hot here, it's very hot across a good portion of the nation. Take a look at the national weather and all of these heat advisories across the Central Plains, out toward the Midwest, down toward Louisiana, with excessive heat warnings for New York, Washington, D.C., parts of the Atlantic coast. This is a look at high temperatures across the nation for later on today. Yes, it's hot in San Antonio, 97 for the high, but Washington, D.C. is going to be at 100. New York City at 92, and yes, that's cooler than San Antonio, but in New York, you know, a lot of people don't have air conditioning, and the subway is hot, and there's so many different things there. So it is very hot across a good portion of the U.S. 106 in Wichita, 102 in Oklahoma City for the high today, 103 in Abilene. So a lot of the nation is simmering with that heat right now. 90 right now in San Antonio, 89 in New Braunfels, 90 in Hondo, 93 in Del Rio, and 92 in Freer. It's 86 in Laredo. So as you look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, it'll feel like about 100 degrees with the peak heat index later on today. 97 for the high, mostly sunny. This evening is not going to be too bad. It's going to be warm, yes, but once the sun starts to set, it'll be nice with that breeze from the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. So great for the evening walk with the family, the dog. It's going to be pretty nice outside. Now that heat high, if it was to move right over Texas, we'd be looking at a heat streak here of triple-digit weather. But that heat high is going to do us a favor. It's going to move on off to the west, and it's going to open up our atmosphere for a front that's going to be moving through Texas on Wednesday and Thursday. That front is going to fall apart before it reaches us, but it is going to allow for a few showers and storms during the afternoon, Thursday, Friday. And then what it looks like we'll start to get into a weather pattern where, like the last week or so, we had pop-up downpours during the afternoons. That's probably going to be with us during the weekend and into next week as well. So it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse. We could be dealing with that heat high right overhead, but instead what we're going to have is a chance for isolated showers and storms Thursday through the weekend during the afternoon hours. And it's still going to be warm. It's not going to be as cool as it was over the weekend, but it is going to be a lot better. And as we look at those, a lot better than seeing temperatures in the triple digits. So looking at your 7-day forecast, 97 today, 98 tomorrow and Wednesday, and then with those afternoon showers possible, high temperatures will be in the mid-90s, which is actually fairly average for this time of year. Also something that's pretty normal this time of year, some Saharan dust out there. So coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about that and if it's making any impact to our air quality. RJ, Patty.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
No triple-digit heat. We'll take that for now. Speaking of the heat, how about your San Antonio Spurs? They are heating up in Vegas, but will now be without their star rookie. We're going to tell you why Stephon Castle is leaving Las Vegas, meaning that he's out for the rest of the Summer League. We're going to explain all this next. Sports is coming up. All right, welcome back. Well, we had a wild scene at the Copa America final before the match between Argentina and Colombia even started. Check out this crowd right here. The final was delayed by over an hour after thousands of fans, you see them right here, rushed through security without tickets and forced their way into Hard Rock Stadium out there in Miami. So videos showed security scuffling with fans as they ran across the concourses and attempted to climb over the gates and fences. Police managed to close one of the gates and actually put the stadium into a lockdown, but that led to hundreds of people with tickets that were actually stuck outside. Reports said that an estimated 7,000 people got in without tickets into that stadium. Quite a scene out there. Well, the match itself had drama as well. Defending champion Argentina overcame the loss of star Lionel Messi to win a record 16th Copa America title. Messi was hurt in the 64th minute and had to actually cover his face with his hands as he cried and sat on the bench. Tough look there. Argentina survived, though, beating Colombia 1-0 thanks to a late extra time goal. You see it right there from substitute Lautaro Martinez. Argentina won their third straight major title following the 2021 Copa America and the 2022 World Cup. So the next big soccer tournament will, of course, be the World Cup, which will be held in North America in 2026. All right, now to the Spurs. Rookie, you see him right there, guard Stephon Castle. He is out for the rest of Summer League because of a sprained right wrist. So Castle was injured in the Spurs Summer League opening win over Portland on Saturday night. So the injury isn't considered to be serious, and the team is actually playing it safe. Castle looked absolutely great in limited action, scoring 22 points with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. So get better, rookie Stephon Castle, because this guy is going to be a big part of this year's team. The Summer Spurs, by the way, are 2-0 and play again tomorrow night. All right, always great to see some of our local standouts give back to the community, and that's what we had this weekend out there. Judson High School, see my guy Rashad Wisdom, former Judson star and UTSA running back Sincere McCormick held a youth football camp at his old stomping grounds. Sincere was joined by fellow Judson alums and NFL players DeMarvin Leal, you saw him right there in the yellow, and Rashad Wisdom. So next weekend, all 3 of our San Antonio guys will head off to their NFL training camps. Good luck to them. And from Converse out there to Stone Oak, Oak, former Reagan quarterback and linebacker Ty Summers had a group of campers with him during his 5th annual youth football camp. The former Rattler star is entering his 6th year in the NFL after playing his college ball with the TCU Horned Frogs. So he just signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars after playing last season with the New Orleans Saints. And I know it was hot out there for those kiddos, but they had those camps out there early over the weekend, and always great to see these local guys that have made it big always come back and have these camps and give back to the community here.
It is amazing to see that because they don't forget where they came from, right?
No, definitely not. Yeah, and of course these kids always look up to them, and they're always, their coaches are always hearing them say, like, you could be like Ty Summers, you could be like Rashad Wisdom.
And it
so
really
good to see him there.
Something because they see it. It's coming right out of San Antonio. A lot of talent.
Yeah, and to me that just means football season is coming close. I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
yes.
Thanks, RJ. Well, coming up, a hearing in Floresville over the fate of the church that was the site of a 2017 Sutherland Springs mass shooting. Our Erica Hernandez will tell us what was said in that courtroom now.
Welcome back, and thank you again for joining us in the news at noon. Well, we start off with conflict in the courtroom revolving around the possible demolition of the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs.
That church was the site of a mass shooting in November 2017. 27 people died inside the church. The shooter was also killed. Our
Erica Hernandez is in Sutherland Springs right now. She left early this morning, and she's been following all of the happenings in the courtroom this morning. Erica, what can you tell us?
So RJ and Patty, the judge just making that decision just a little while ago, his decision was to not extend the temporary restraining order. So what that basically means is that, yes, the lawsuit that's been filed against the church is still in place, but because that TRO is no longer in place, they could still technically knock down that church before that lawsuit is even settled. Now, during the hearing, attorneys for the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs said the court should not intervene in church matters, but attorneys for the plaintiffs argued they wanted to have a revote to give all who weren't allowed to vote the chance to do so. Now, we spoke with the plaintiffs after the hearing, and they are not happy with this decision. Now, we tried to also speak with the attorneys for the First Baptist Church, but they have declined to comment. Now, we're going to have more on this hearing later. We were actually allowed to be inside the courtroom with our cameras, so we'll show you inside the courtroom where you could hear those arguments that were made and ultimately what the judge ruled in this case. As well, we'll have more from the plaintiffs and their attorneys, who right now are just trying to figure out what their next steps will be, and they're hoping that the church does not get knocked down in the meantime as they try to further along their lawsuit. Now, again, we'll have more on this hearing later this afternoon. Reporting live in Floresville, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. And of course, we're going to continue to follow every turn of that case. And yeah, it's already gone through a lot of twists and turns. And of course, have more for you later this afternoon.
All right, taking a live look outside with live cam, 88 degrees. 12:30, not a lot of cloud coverage today as opposed to this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of sunshine. So that means we're warmer out there right now. It's close to 90 degrees in San Antonio. I want you to take a look at your screen because here's a look at live cam. You can see if you squint downtown San Antonio. What also you're noticing is maybe a bit of haze on the horizon. So here's downtown San Antonio, and you can see there's a little bit of a haze on the horizon. That is from a thin layer of Saharan dust out there right now. Now it is 88 and feels like 93 with a south wind at 10 miles per hour. The Saharan dust, really the bigger impact right now is just the fact that we've got some haze on the horizon. Air quality is perfectly fine. It's moderate, which is at the bottom of the scale here. If we were really dealing with issues in the Saharan dust, we might see it show up a little bit more orange on the map. So not too many issues with Saharan dust. For the rest of the day, we're going to be looking at temperatures climbing into about 97. Right now, though, the humidity is a factor, and it feels like 99 in Seguin, feels like 99 in Gonzales, feels like 97 in Floresville, feels like 97 in Helotes. So hot the next couple of days with no rain through about Wednesday, but we do have better rain chances late this week, which will help to delay very, very hot weather, and that's what's helping it be not as hot as last year. So coming up, we'll take a look at our rain chances later this week and what you can expect as you head into the weekend. Patty.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Well, this weekend, the big story was the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. And we are getting more details coming in, and so are stories from people who were at that rally. Texas Commissioner of Agriculture Sid Miller was there when those shots were fired.
Yeah, this was shocking on Saturday afternoon. Well, he spoke with our Devin Karp about what he witnessed out there and what he thinks could happen next. And Devin is joining us now on the News at Noon. Devin, what's the very latest on this story?
Patty and RJ, we talked about a lot of things. He said this rally was far from the first one Miller's ever attended. He said he's felt comfortable with security measures at them so far. Here's what he had to say of what happened on Saturday. Take a listen.
Did you ever think you would be in a situation like this inside of a Trump rally?
As an elected official, I have death threats all the time, so it's always on your mind, but it just never happened.
Miller tells me he hopes this will help unite the country against acts of political violence. Now, I also asked him about what he thinks the impact this could have on the election year.
Well, that remains to be seen. I think right now, probably the country is pulled together. This should not be a partisan issue. I don't intend to make it one. I mean, I don't want this to happen to anybody, any American, no matter what political persuasion they are. So I actually think it's probably going to, on the Republican side, make us more resolute.
Right now on KSAT.com, you can hear more from my conversation with Sid Miller. Just look for this story on the homepage. RJ and Patty.
Also on our website, you can get all the latest information as we continue to learn more about this investigation. Scan that QR code right there, and you can find also information on our homepage. As Republicans try to turn their attention to their party's national convention, we will have the RNC live right here on KSAT throughout this week. Coverage starts tonight at 9 p.m. through Thursday. You can tune in on any of our KSAT streaming platforms.
All right, and switching gears a little bit here, Halloween is still months away, but a convention is already going to kick off the spooky season early. The first ever Curse City Con, I like that name, is scheduled for September 7th at the Norris Conference Centers over there at Park North off of 410 and San Pedro. So this event will include autographs and photo ops, a terror high film festival with independent and international short films, a cursed cabin escape room, okay, vendors, and of course, you got to have a costume contest out there. The celebrities expected to attend include actors from The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, and Five Nights at Freddy, that movie that popped up last Halloween. For ticket information and more, head over to our page, KSAT.com.
And RJ, here's a story for you. Coming a little earlier in August, a bizarre ride from the far side is on the horizon for hip-hop lovers in San Antonio. The alternative hip-hop group will visit the Stable Ha at Pearl on August 15th. The Far Side is known for songs such as Running, Passing By Me, and Drop. 3 of the 4 members featured on the group's 1992 debut album, Bizarre Ride 2, The Far Side, will appear at the concert. Tickets are available right now. You can find out more about prices and showtime on KSAT.com.
All right, yes, and sticking with some entertainment news here right now on KSAT.com. So we're 12 days before Beso Pluma comes to San Antonio, and today is actually your last day to enter our KSAT Insider contest to score tickets to that concert. If you scan the QR code on your screen, you can enter for a chance to win 4 tickets to the show. You might not even be a fan of his. Maybe your kids are, maybe you got some friends are. Go ahead and enter this contest. We're giving away 4 tickets, y'all, but you have to be a KSAT Insider.
And that's okay if you're not one, because it's easy to register and free to do so. You can read the official rules on KSAT.com.
All right, that's a lot of good stuff here. Well, from family-friendly favorites, Despicable Me 4, to terrifying performances by Nicolas Cage, we're going to show you who dominated the box office this weekend.
And Prime Day is coming up this week. We'll go over what deals you can expect to see online.
Welcome back. Hopefully you're having a good Monday. Well, Bloomberg and Wired are reporting that AT&T paid a hacker a ransom of about $370,000 to delete information from a massive data breach. Both publications say that they spoke with the hacker who claims to have received that payment. AT&T hasn't commented publicly on those reports. The telecom company says the compromised data includes tens of millions of customers' phone numbers between May 1st of 2022 and October 31st of 2022, that same year. Customers' personal information and the contents of their calls or texts were not exposed. AT&T believes at least one person involved in the hack is now in custody.
Amazon's 10th Prime Day event is happening tomorrow and Wednesday. The two-day summer sale promises millions of deals from electronics and kitchen appliances to apparel and beauty products. Prime members can already access some early deals. The vice president of the online retail giant has said Prime Day helps celebrate the value of the site brings to members all year long. According to Amazon, overall customers saved nearly $24 billion last year from deals and coupons. And RJ, I know you've been looking at some deals.
Yes, we were
already.
just scrolling through some of them right now. Yeah, first of all, I can't believe it's been 10 years now that they've done Prime Day. I remember when that first came out, it was like a big deal. But
it was a big deal, yeah.
Yes, the Keurig K-Mini single-serve K-Cup pod coffee maker. It's $60 right now on Prime Day, down from $100, and I'm afraid to get this, Patty.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna be drinking coffee all the time now. I don't need more coffee, for
you
sure.
have one at your desk. You have one
we don't
here in
need
the
this.
studio. You can have one everywhere at that deal.
Let's see. We have a KitchenAid here. Anything else that you're
You know,
interested in?
I don't look until the day of, and then I let it tell me what I need.
Yeah, okay, there you go. You get FOMO? You get FOMO?
I do get FOMO. Last year I bought one of those Echo things. I didn't need it, but I mean, it gets used around my house.
Exactly. Once you start kind of perusing and seeing what's available, you're like, I really don't need this, but you know what? You never know. You never know.
It was only $18. I had to.
Yeah. Oh, not bad. Not bad there. Yeah. Some good deals there.
All right, taking a live look outside, 88 degrees, beautiful warm day, and it's going to get hotter.
It is. We're going to be looking at a high in the upper 90s today, but at least the pollen count looks good. Take a look at the pollen count. Molds are low at 320. We've also got aquifer down 1/10 of a foot over the past 24 hours. Coming up, we're going to be talking about how we do have better rain chances by Thursday through the weekend. Those details coming up.
All right, well, one way to beat the heat, how about go to a movie here? Yes, and this weekend was one for the movies with family-friendly flicks like Despicable Me taking the top spot, followed closely by the horror film Longlegs. I hadn't even heard of this, starring Nicolas Cage.
I wouldn't hear of it because I'm scared of horror movies. Here's a look at what's dominating the box office and more in your showbiz.
Thanks, Ron.
At movie box offices this past weekend, Despicable Me 4 was unstoppable, taking in $44.7 million. It's now earned over $200 million over 2 weeks. The story of the week was the horror film Longlegs, starring Nicolas Cage. It took second place, earning $22.6 million, despite only costing $10 million to produce. Inside Out 2 came in third, with $20.8 million in ticket sales. Hollywood is remembering Shannon Doherty, the Beverly Hills 90210 star, whose life and career were sometimes fodder for tabloid stories. She died Saturday, according to her publicist. She had been living with breast cancer for years. Doherty's illness was publicly revealed in a lawsuit in 2015 against her former business managers over alleged mismanaged money. Doherty was a child actress, and in 1990, she landed her breakout role as Brenda Walsh in producer Aaron Spelling's teenage melodrama. She was 53. Serena Williams, Anna Kendrick, and Heidi Klum celebrated entertainment for young people at the 2024 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in Los Angeles over the weekend. Renee Rapp and Jelly Roll were among those drenched by the network's iconic green goo. SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Starr hosted the event, assisted with the magic of motion capture cameras on Tom Kenny, who voices SpongeBob, and Bill Fagerbakke, who voices Patrick Starr. Scott Foley, best known for TV roles in The Unit, Scrubs, Felicity, and Scandal, turns 52 today. Chuck Severson, ABC News.
All right, yeah. You know what, 90210, my wife, Christella, we're actually rewatching that.
Yeah, you were telling
right
me
now.
that.
Yeah, Shannon Doherty obviously was a big part of that. A lot of big part of a lot of people growing up there.
And did you watch it growing up when you were young?
I didn't.
Okay.
So this is all, like, I'm seeing this for the first time. Yeah, but it was really impactful too. I know a lot of our youthful people when they were growing up.
We're all still young. Whoever watched it, we're all
absolutely.
still young.
You know what? We have a very important update here, Sarah. Apparently people have been emailing you about this peanut butter pickle situation.
Yes, I mentioned that I like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches because on SA Live, that's like the question of the day, like what's a weird combo that you enjoy eating? And I just have to say, I have received support. I have received support from other peanut butter and pickle
fans are
sandwich
rallying.
eaters.
Yes.
I've gotten a few emails. Thank y'all. You know who you are. Yeah, it's good. I'm going to stand by it. That's my hill. That's my hill. Hey, another hill I'm going to stand on and stand by is that this summer has so far been a lot better than last summer. Here's a look at last year's highs this time of year from the 13th through the 19th. You can see that we were dealing with a heat stretch of 103 to 106 degrees. Well, over the weekend, our highs were only in the 80s. Saturday, high of 85. Sunday, high of 88. Temperatures were some 20 degrees cooler than what we were dealing with this time last year. And even though we are going to be hotter in the days ahead, it is still an improvement even when you consider the heat index to last year. So I'll take this forecast way over last year's forecast any day. And outside right now, you can see it is sunnier. We've got that thin haze from Saharan dust on the horizon. A lot of puffy cumulus clouds out there, but generally a sunnier start to our afternoon. 88 in San Antonio, 88 in New Braunfels, but feeling like 95. It's 92 in Del Rio, feeling like 100. South winds are breezy at about 10 miles per hour. That's going to feel a lot better this evening once the sun starts to set. And here's a look at the current heat index out there. So it feels like 100 in Del Rio, feels like 100 in Eagle Pass, 100 in Pleasanton, feels like 99 in New Braunfels. And the higher elevations of the hill country feeling just a little bit quote unquote cooler because it is again not quite as hot out there. As we take a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly sunny skies, 97 for the high, feeling like 100 in San Antonio. And then as we head into the evening, 90 degrees around 8. And once the sun starts to set, it'll feel a lot better out there. Temperatures in the 80s, a bit of a breeze. Really nice evening for an evening walk. Now that heat high, which, if it were to move right over Texas, would cause some issues, create temperatures well into the triple digits for us here in San Antonio. But it is going to do us a favor and move off to the west, which is going to open up the atmosphere to the possibility of a front moving through Texas on Thursday. And although that front will fall apart before it reaches us, it does bring us an opportunity for some rain Thursday through the weekend. And that heat high is really not going to move directly over Texas in the coming week either. And so what we're looking at is, like last week, we had afternoon downpours. That's going to be the case Thursday through the weekend. The chance for you to see rain in your backyard is 30%, but hey, it's still a possibility, and that's all we need this time of year, possibility for some rain. And sometimes that comes through the tropics, but there is no tropical activity expected over the next 7 days in the Atlantic, even though we're in the middle of the Atlantic hurricane season. In fact, Atlantic hurricane season peaks on September 10th, and we are kind of just starting here. We've got a long way to go before the hurricane season ends and peaks. 98 tomorrow, 98 Wednesday, less hot through the weekend with a better chance for rainfall. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Hey there, welcome back. We are talking fun foods to try this morning.
Weird food combos.
Weird food combos.
I love hearing the emails Sarah got. Wow, already. Yes, I'm intrigued.
Pickle and peanut butter.
Maybe you guys should try that tomorrow.
I think I might. I'm intrigued by that because I love pickles and I love peanut butter. Might as well try it. Yeah.
Sounds like it could be good. Okay, you know what else is really good? I think a lot of people would be in agreement. Take a look at this right here. Look at that great summer salad. We have got Chef Sarah Kim from Chef to Table here, and there's one ingredient in both of them that we're going to talk about today, right?
Yes. What I love about this salad is the delicious tomatoes, and then on this salad right here, it is a prosciutto mozzarella sandwich, and you can learn how to make your own sun-dried tomato home-based sandwich spread, which will elevate your sandwiches, and it's a lot easier and better than store-bought.
Ooh, and speaking of elevated, now we're talking brunch. Yes, we have Converso here with us. I have Chef Andreas Imhoff, and when you think of brunch, you think of those egg benedicts, right?
Absolutely.
So you're going to show us how to poach an egg?
Yep, we're going to start some poached eggs here. So we got this just below boiling water with a little bit of vinegar in it. Get that water.
So vinegar, okay.
That
got
helps.
my attention
That's
already.
going to help the eggs set.
Now that's going to go for a bit, and he's going to finish telling us how to do that in the segment. But you know what? If you want to bring balance to your life, there's a really interesting way to do it.
Yes, and we have Cynthia over here, and we're going to tell you why brushing your teeth like that could actually help you live a longer, healthier life. Yes, we'll explain.
All right, and speaking of weird food combos, we're going to try ketchup and Kit Kats.
Stay with us.